Hello, it's Robin. This has to have been one of the most intense 13th places I've ever had with LFM. We're at Kyalami again for round 10 of the championship, and we had qualified in the middle of the pack, and it's just such an intense race. I've tried to condense it down into some of the highlights, but darn it, the racing was just so good here, and it was so elbows out. The devil was on my shoulder pretty much from the first lap, that I just sort of got stuck in every way that I could. It was just kind of crazy all the way through, and the quality of the racing was fantastic, and I upset several people during this race, to the point that at the end of the race, in the little chat section, someone said, "R-Tate, shame on you." But we'll get to that in a second. So here we are, look, first lap, this guy goes off onto the left, and my eye is caught by it, and either the guys in front are also caught by that way, but I get caught up as well, and I miss my braking point, or those guys brake really early, and I end up from the middle of the pack right down to 18th, I believe I end up here. So at this point I have red mist. Yes, the red mist. Now, this yellow car, remember it, that's Mr. Calistri. He'll come into play later on in this race. And yeah, he doesn't get that close to me now. Close enough, as you might say. But yeah, there's two people here that I have lots of fun with. Oh, there's Mr. Brown. We'll talk about him too. He was off to the side there on that wonderful curb on the corner before last. You all know it well if you've ever been Kyalami. Oh my god, what the hell? Yep, that happened. And we got through it. It was amazing. There's Mr. Brown. He's picked himself up again. And Mr. Brown and I have a fabulous battle for most of this race. And we tackle a lot of these guys that are ahead of us. But just look at that pack. It's fab as we come round. I believe that corner is called West Bank. It can happen anywhere. We're trying to be careful. We're trying not to be careful. We are trying to be careful. But we're trying to give people space to get around this race, because we just know that bad things will happen. Here we are, last bend, coming out onto that lovely big straight again, and it's the only part of the Kyalami track that you actually get a bit of relief with, because every corner is so intense. You can fluff it by being impatient. You can spin out so easily in these little bends here and these little curves that you just have to be so careful with it. Anyway, the race is intense. Just watch the racing. The quality of this is brilliant. It's also close, even though we're way down the bottom of the pack. Now, I make an error here and let Mr. Brown through. Kevin's got an American flag on his profile, so yeah, hello there. So here we are, Optimus Kevin, trying to get bad place back again. I've fluffed up. The red mist is right and truly drying with me. Amazing, this corner here, I think it's called a crocodile or alligator or something like that. Panther, maybe? Leopard? We get in, there's this again, that lovely curb's just there. And here we are in the last corner, and we just dive up the inside. Goodbye, Mr. Brown. We get that place back again. Or do we? Just about, look at that. Look. Wow. Look at this, 19th place. You'd think it was the best race ever at the end of the World Series. I don't know. There he goes, back up again. We swap positions once again. Don't need to commentate over this all, because it's just so good. Oh, see, the red mist. I haven't breathed. I haven't enhanced my cam. Oh, what the heck went on there? No, well, we'll take him as well. In those series of S's here. Catching back up into that little pack. I want Mr. Brown's scalp. Thank you. Oh, it's a wee bit of a slide there. Look, so as we get closer and closer, we dispatch this little Ferrari. Coming into the end. Can I hustle by as well? Oh, neither of us can. And there's another car going slow. Another victim of the curb. Do I try that inside line again? I do try it. Here we go. He's out a bit wide. I'm going to try what he did to me. I'm going to try and get this inside line into the first corner. I'm going to have a glass of wine. I'm having a glass of wine, by the way. Cheers. Friday night. Can I take that inside line? Oh, no. We have a wee bump. But the gentleman that I am, I let Mr. Brown on through, and I hold no grudges. He's having a scrappy race too. Look, oh, there's some Ferrari. Oh, Mr. Calistri, you naughty boy in your yellow car. You knocked that Ferrari out. Oh, shame on you. So here we go, we're chasing after Mr. Brown as hard as we possibly can. Again, arms out, we're bumping doors all over the place here in this race. It is an ugly race. Very exciting, mind you. Still, the red mist is up and fine. Oh, goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Robin, you can get it. We've got to get into that top 15. We've got to get there. Oh, look at this. Look. Again, the curb takes another victim. What that blue flag's for, but, yep, okay. So we're heading out here again. We head around that straight. I can get past this guy, I just know it. Oh, that's close. He's going to dispatch another one of these pack of the guys that are ahead of us. I'm holding back. He's trying to go up the inside of the Ferrari. Ferrari goes wide. And there's a Porsche going backwards. God, these people. They're not meant to go backwards. Okay, so Mr. Brown, he's getting around the outside of the Ferrari. He's made the pass. Good stuff. Can I get on up the inside? I'm going to shuffle my way in there too. Great, Mr. Brown and I had a fantastic race. We were pulling each other along. It would have been worse if we were pulling each other off, but that's a different... Shh. Can't talk about it. It's the wine talking now. Here we go. Up into the West Bank once again, and I'm trying to get back onto his tail. For some reason or another, that BMW is flashing at me as well. I've upset so many people. Okay, so Mr. Brown and I are hustling another BMW. We're well into the race now. So, what can happen? We're in 16th. I definitely want to get into that top half. So I'm going to do everything that I can. And for some reason or another, this Porsche here has decided to slow down a wee bit. He must have took a telephone call, or he was just off the pace for a while. There you go, Brownie boy. Around the outside of those awkward corners. You're going to clean that pass, and I have to slow down. I'm slowing down. Anyway, get him up in the West Bank. No. It shall have to wait for another time. Okay. Here we go. This is a good opportunity. Everybody has a different line coming into this big corner. There's that BMW that was flashing at me. Okay, Porsche, you're next. You've had a bit of damage too. Maybe that's what it was. You've got a bit of damage somewhere and you're a wee bit slower. Oh, that nasty flashing BMW is not an innocent party. He's a nasty man too. No one is guiltless in this race. No one, apart from maybe Mr. Brown. But maybe at the end he may not be guiltless. Okay, Mr. Calistri, there's that nasty little yellow, not nasty, a very nice little Honda coming back up on me again. He has got the green and red BMW to get past before he gets me. Okay, so I'm right up Mr. Brown here. We are getting very close to the end of this race now. Very close. So he takes a tackle at this BMW. He is slower than us. We don't just get the move made, but I see an opportunity here. Unfortunately, the curb does not help me. Here we go. We're going out here again. We're going to tackle that BMW as best we can. Oh, the BMW made a mistake. Mr. Brown. A Davy Brown tractor. I like Davy Brown tractors. Why rare, why are great. Davy Brown. Okay, so here he goes. These two are going to have a big fight here. I'm going, wow, good position could come here. Oh, the nasty black BMW touches Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown in retaliation comes back and touches him too. Slides out and the big AMG goes, oh, I'll have that. Oh, Mr. Calistri! There he is. Oh, did I touch him? Did I touch him? Sad music. here comes the sad music. A close-up, a close-up. It was close, but I didn't touch him. But some netcode, you see the tiny little push? Sad face, sad music as he spins round, feeling angry at me. He was angry. He'll regret it later. Sad. There's Mr. Calistri. He takes his opportunity in the fall of that BMW, and there we are. We're going at it again. There's only a few laps left. What am I going to do? Goodbye, Mr. Brown. Bye. Okay. Mr. Calistri is now ahead of me. He's punted a few people through the race. Oh, he's going to tackle that black Beamer who slapped Mr. Brown. Naughty man. Is he going to get through? He's going to get through? No, he's not. Touch the curb. There's an opportunity for me. Go, 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 go. No, cut him tight, cut him tight. Cut the cut back. Okay. Maybe I'll get a bit of a draft here. No, not that sort of draft. This sort of draft. I'm going to get him, and I'm going to throw a dummy here. And go up the inside. Gonna get it, gonna get it, gonna break in the brakes. Got it. Oh. Okay. That was my bad. And I honestly thought during that race that we'd sort of touch sides and he had turned into me. After watching it back, that was my fault. It was my fault. I did send him a nice email. Thankfully, Mr. Brown there, he got going again and he didn't lose any places really. So I finished off in a really good, it was actually a 13th place. But Mr. Brown wasn't happy. And after the race, he decided to give me a little punt. That's not nice. He gave me a punt. And we both got collision damage and collision penalty points for that. Anyway, it was a fabulous race. Even though it was only a 13th place, we got 3 ELO out of it. We lost 0.55 safety rating with 28 incident points. I am just looking here. Am I the most? I was a bad boy. I had the most incident points of anybody in that race. And straight after it, I got the wrath of Mr. Calistri. Shame on you, R8. Shame on you. He thought I should let him through. And I should have let him through. And I apologised afterwards. In fact, I sent him 2 messages. So I'm very, very sorry about that. Mr. Brown, I didn't touch you. It was very, very close. We're sorry about that. We also chatted on email. And he reviewed the video too, and he did get a bit of netcode. Anyway, LFM, Kyalami, what a fantastic race. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And straight after this, which will be the next video, was another race, which was almost the exact opposite. It was pure, angelic, and a great result, and great overtaking. Just like this race, but without the bumping in the arms out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Reverse into that like button and smash the subscribe. It'll buff out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you the next time. It's Robin here, an old fella from Ballymena in Northern Ireland. Bye.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.